one that we touched on with the Prog fellas themselves around dry. This is always controversial, dry. And it's because we all think about it a little bit differently, or I think that we all misunderstand what their point was. They did point out on that episode when we had their 20th anniversary show that one of the most misunderstood points in the Prog book is the chapter on dry. So they tried to rewrite it. I haven't read the rewrite very closely to know if they accomplished clarifying that. But you have a point here, one of your reflections says, know when to break the rules. For rules like don't repeat yourself, sometimes a little repetition is better than a bit of dependency. And you link to another blog post of yours called Dry Considered Harmful. You want to unpack that one for us?
Yeah, I mean, the dry consider harmful, maybe that's
clickbaity.
Yeah, a little clickbaity. And, I don't think it's actually that harmful. I think the way that it's been dogmatically used is sometimes a little dangerous, but it's just more of a point about how, as programmers, we have a bias for abstraction. So understanding that we have that bias and trying to keep it in check, especially when it comes to duplication versus encapsulation. I just think that it's a path that I've gone down too many times of carving out microservices or creating service boundaries where there really shouldn't be, or prematurely optimizing when requirements aren't really finalized and the requirements are never finalized. Mm-hmm. And just the wrong abstraction at a low level can really cause a lot of issues in terms of refactoring and just added work down the line.
Yeah, I think we fall prey to this because we're such pattern matchers. And as soon as you spot that pattern, you're like, ooh, opportunity. Some of that, those abstraction layers are the power in software, right? Like the ability to build those abstractions are what give us leverage. And so every time we see one, we think, boom, I'm not going to repeat myself. I'm going to dry this sucker up. But like you point out, oftentimes that second iteration, that second usage is not actually generalizable, or it looks generalizable until you find the third one, which, just throw another param on the function, is what we do. We're like, well, I'll just throw a true false at the end of this thing. And then I have this extra branch in my function because it didn't actually map onto the use case like I thought it did. So a lot of it's just that enthusiasm, I think, of like, here we go. I'm going to dry this sucker up. Feels so good. But it does come back to bite.
Yeah, I don't really know how to get around it. It's just, I keep on falling prey to it over and over again. But maybe that's just kind of the name of the game.
What do you think comes out of the falling prey to it again and again? Do you think that it's a necessary thing that you just